Welcome to another segment of Buckingham Business Review. I'm your host, Bernie Wolford, and we've been visiting with Bob Kilinski with Keller Williams. He is Regional Operating Principal of the Southeast and North Florida region. If you missed the first segment, I strongly encourage you to go back and watch my first list of questions and answers with Bob. But Bob, welcome back to our second segment. What I'd like to do in this segment is to drill down a little bit in the how-tos. You gave us a very concise, accurate mission statement of your role with Keller Williams and within this region. Now let's drill down to the how-tos. You have, over 5,000 agents, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and North Florida.
Well, if you add North Florida, we have close to 7,000. Okay, my numbers are low. Making my question even more, I guess, more inquisitive. To me, there's a certain amount of herding cats involved in that geographic region and that many people. But how do you do it? You've obviously achieved recognition 8 years in a row as the top performing region for Keller Williams. What's some of the secret sauce? How do you administer that many people in that large of a geographic area? Well, permit me to sort of go back to some of our origin. First of all, I have an amazing partner in Kay Evans, who was an icon in the Georgia real estate and actually national teaching community when I met her in '99. So with her contacts, we met some of the most awesome, talented people looking for an entrepreneurial opportunity. Mm-hmm. And they got involved with us because there was ability to buy the franchise for Keller Williams in a specific geographical area. So when you attract incredible people, as I did with my partner, as we have done with the people who are the entrepreneurs and what we call the operating partner of each unit, each market center, mm-hmm. they start to attract people around them that are of quality, and the ripple effect continues. Now, you can't do it 100%, but we have a high percentage of who we've attracted and their mindset to be able to deliver to the client through their position, either agent or the operating partner or our team leaders, the region office, such that they have a passion for it. Mm-hmm. They want to. It's like, I'm an electrical engineer by trade, Bernie, by education, not by trade. Mm-hmm. Copper wire transmits electricity better than rubber. So if you want to transmit something, find the transmitting medium that you know will carry the message to the end point the best, at the highest efficiency. So maybe a Polish analogy here, but we got the highest grade copper we could. Yeah. And so therefore what they generate and profess in Austin, Texas, where our headquarters are, to our region office, to our operating partners in each one of the 54 units in the Southeast region and the 30 units in the North Florida region, those people in their community take that and transmit it to their people in a very high fashion so that therefore the boots on the ground are equipped at the highest level.
Very good.
So it's all about talent.
My next question is a really conflicted question. Before I read your numbers last weekend, I was going to ask you how do you keep morale high and how do you keep people from getting down in the dumps and keep them enthusiastic through a very depressed market. Then I saw your numbers, and I'm not sure you've experienced that depressed of a market. I saw your $3+ billion worth of sales. You're number one in many different rankings. Certainly you haven't avoided all of the depression in the housing industry, but you've avoided a considerable amount of it, I think. How do you keep people up and motivated and passionate about their job when things are a bit tough?
Well, if you don't mind me saying this, first of all, we don't use the word depression.
I like that.
All right, we use the word the market has shifted.
Okay.
And it has. Well, I mean, it's like weather. You have weather every day, sunny, rainy, cloudy, foggy. You deal with the weather as it comes to you, okay? You deal with the market as it comes to you. And those people who understand the shift of a market and can follow the shift don't get depressed as much as others that look at it as depressing. I'm going to give credit to our founder, Gary Keller, who has written a number of books specifically on how to build a business within the real estate business for an agent. And secondly, as the market was shifting back in 2005 to 2007, he actually saw the housing bubble. He saw what we call in the news media the crisis, okay, and said, you know what, the market's shifting. So it's just a matter of understanding how your role is with the buyer and seller in this new climate or weather pattern. He wrote a book called Shift, and it's a book for real estate agents, a operating manual for real estate agents, how to shift from what they were doing
in the go-go days of 96 through 2005-6,
right,
to today's shifting market in the economic climate and what you do. And that's the reason our numbers are so high, because our people were immediately armed with resources for the shifting market. Just like we were handing boots, galoshes, and umbrellas out, then teach them how to use it.
Excellent.
So therefore, the client is benefiting from that.
It reminds me of the famous golf statement. It's 50% mental, and the other 50% is mental.
Yes.
I can hear that coming through.
I totally agree. It's mindset and perspective.
Absolutely. Well, once again, you've been listening to Buckingham Business Review and our conversation with Bob Kilinski with Keller Williams. And Bob has agreed to come back and do another segment or two with us, so we hope you will rejoin us at that time. This is Bernie Wolford, your host with Buckingham Business Review. Please join us in the future.